So if I do water fasting, will I get loose skin? And also, can I drink plain black? I don't even know how you pronounce this. I'm gonna try. I should know this, but Nescafe. I'm gonna go with that. Nescafe. Nescafe. I don't know. Instant coffee during water fasting. All right. I guess I'll start with the first one. If I do water fasting, will I get loose skin? So when it comes to that one, the most honest answer I can give is a giant I don't know. So like I want to say that you won't, but the only reason that I can't get myself to say that is because unfortunately and fortunately, we're all a little bit different. Some more than others. I've seen online where like people will show their testimony, right? Like their before and after. And there are people that have fasted their way to weight loss who have a hell of a lot of loose skin. And then you have somebody like me who has loose skin, but like it looks tight or way the fuck tighter. And so in me like showing my story, I almost think of me showing my story as like adding one more piece to the collective puzzle of everybody trying to figure shit out in life. My story fits in the hey, he lost a lot of weight and he's got like very little loose skin. But somebody else's story is like, hey, I lost a lot of weight and I got all this hella extra skin. And in the act of people sharing their stories, that almost starts to kind of paint a picture. So like the more people share a story, the more like a picture starts to get painted about certain topics in life, basically. And so here's mine, right? So with that being said, will you specifically have a lot of loose skin? I don't know. I'll give some tips, some things that apparently seem to help with this. So, number one, and I'm not gonna lie, this one tip I'm gonna give is one that I didn't do myself. So take this one with a grain of salt, all right? And it's see if you can lose the weight a little bit slower. And I say that because I didn't actually, that wasn't my goal. Like when I started to do it myself, I wanted to crash this system as quickly as possible. So like I'm just gonna be, I'm being brutally honest with you. So in some ways, I'm surprised that I don't have as much loose skin because I lost the weight so relatively quickly. It was about 10 or 11 months. I don't know the exact line, but in about 10 or 11 months, I was down 160 pounds. That's quite quick. That's really fucking quick. There's people who have lost it slower than that who have hella like loose skin. So, but apparently, if you lose it maybe a little bit slower, that might give the skin more time to tighten up on the way down. I don't know how true that is. Please don't quote me on that. That's this is you can consider this Reddit university level material. I'm telling you right now. Let me see. What's something else that could help here? Collagen. So eat up more foods that have collagen. So that way, at least you give your body some kind of a fighting chance to do what it does with the collagen. I don't know the scientific details as to like how collagen does this to that within the body and in the skin. I don't know it, so I won't go there. But collagen, get you some more collagen. So for example, I had some beef feet yesterday. Hey, if you're into that, go for the beef feet. It's got hella collagen, so and some fat too. What's something else here? Here's one that I saw online. Something about moisturizing your skin. So, like adding more lotion. Again, this is Reddit level university material here. Look into that. Go into that direction and see if that helps. Maybe it does. Maybe hydrating the skin a little bit more actually helps on the way down. So, with that being said, hydrate because I mean that would actually being hydrated would definitely help. The more hydrated you are, the more I guess soft the skin is as opposed to getting all dried out. I and I say that because that's something that I was fucking up a lot myself on the way down. Like I would lean more towards pissing like hella deep yellow as opposed to something more clear. So stay more hydrated. And as of right now, off the top of my head, that's what I can think of right now as far as like tips that might help when it comes to like loose skin from a weight loss. Or if you haven't started, if you're like planning on actually, burning through a whole bunch of fat stores, you know. Now, as far as the actual coffee part, so here's my take on like coffee, and this, in my opinion, I'll apply this to not just coffee, but like also tea, and like even something like lemon water, anything other than just like plain water. I'll make an exception for like if you got like some electrolytes, some like some salt in the water. Okay, whatever. But I mean like if it's like flavored in the direction of more like sweetness or something that tastes more nutty-ish. To me, coffee has like a nutty thing to it. But I'll answer this directly. As far as if it's like plain coffee, is that zero everything? Technically, you're fine. You're good to go. I personally don't prefer it to anymore. Whether it be coffee or tea, I don't prefer it. And my reason for this has to do with focus for me, focus and concentration. I have found, especially the more now that I've like fast, especially for like alternate day fasting, like where like I'll eat one day, not the other, eat one day, not the other, or I might go 2 days and then eat, 2 days and then eat. I've noticed that the more and more and more deeper and the more that I practice this, it's almost like I become more and more sensitive to like the effect of even having any taste in my mouth and or the caffeine that may come in some of these drinks. What I've experienced is that even the taste of something like coffee or even tea, not right away, but maybe like say half an hour later, it might start to give me this slight itch to drink some more, which is okay. So then I might drink some more. And then I get this itch to drink some more, which is okay because it's like almost 0 calories, so fine, whatever. But then by that third or fourth, I might start to feel this temptation to actually consume a little bit more of something else. So I might start to get a temptation to actually eat. That's my dilemma with that. That's my dilemma. Flavored anything. Almost it makes it a little bit trickier for me to like have to make this conscious effort to like not eat. Versus if I'm just drinking just water with like salt or something, I don't really feel a need to like eat off of that. It's like, oh, I drank my water. Okay, cool. And then the part with the caffeine, it throws off my focus. It's kind of strange because to some people, caffeine seems to help them focus. So, hey, I drink coffee so I can more focus. This is going to be a little different for everybody. This is what I found. Usually, especially when I'm like, once again, just tackling one fast after another fast after another fast, I noticed that my sensitivity to like caffeine or a stimulant or whatever, I've noticed that I become more and more and more sensitive because I'm not really consuming much, right? So like usually when you eat, there's usually just like some kind of a dopamine reaction, some kind of a, whoa, I feel good, I'm eating. When I'm refraining from food for some extended periods of time, it's almost like that part of the brain that gets excited. It's almost like it's cooling down. It's cooling down. And then I'll take a hit of something, so like some caffeine from coffee or something, and then boom, I feel that part of the brain light up, that sense of excitement, which is fine. It's great. But then, like throughout that period, I might be just a little bit more distracted than the usual. It's weird. I'll be more focused slash distracted because especially once the effect starts to wind down, I'll then start wanting. I'll start thinking about the actual what's the next shot of the coffee I'm gonna take. But that in of itself is highly distracting. Versus with water, I don't have any of those thoughts whatsoever. So if you're like trying to double down on focus, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Like I said, we're all wired a little bit different. So I don't know. Play with that. Just play around with that. I don't prefer it at this point. And even as I'm telling you that, I'll still drink it. Like I literally don't prefer it. But like maybe day 4 or day 5 of a long fast, I might just have one just so I can get a taste of something. Knowing damn well that like an hour or two later, I'm going to be like, I don't even know why I drank it, because now I have to now making like a conscious, deliberate effort to like not keep acting on that, to then keep acting on that, and then to then not feel like hold back on food basically. So that's where I'm at with that. So I would say it's fair game. Just depends. Just depends on if it fits your other criteria. That's what I got for now. So I appreciate it. Hopefully that helps out, man. So yeah.